Hello, my beautiful Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and North Node. I have popped in to do your October love reading. So we're just going to have a quick little look into your energy over the month of October and what that looks like in love and connection and partnerships and all that fun, juicy stuff. So I was just channeling your songs and channeling some messages for you and listening to your songs. And it was actually really interesting. I got a lot for you guys, to be perfectly honest. I got a lot. And the most interesting thing is that I actually wrote it on this almost impossible to freaking see green. Like, I used the most fluoro green. That's the hardest thing to see in the world. But you know what the message I got from that was? It feels as though you guys are healing and changing and shifting so much internally that others externally can't actually see it yet. Like, this feels to me like it's like a full rebirth going on within you that people on the outside can't actually see yet. It's like your friends and family have got no idea how much you've changed. Wow, okay, so your energy that is coming up surrounding you in love for the month of October is, so far you have Mars, which is force. Woo! Oh, for some of you guys, I think you're forcing yourself to move on from someone. You're forcing yourself to see things from a clearer, higher perspective. You're forcing a change in your, just the way, forcing a change in faith even. Forcing a change in the way you feel about your life and the way you feel about relationships and connections that you have with people. So that's interesting. Bottom of the deck energy is Aquarius. I know. So that's the thing. You guys know. I think maybe some of you guys have learned something recently that's actually helping you to feel more connected to your own faith. It's something to do with love, obviously, because this is a love reading, but I feel like some of you guys have actually got some news, or you've got something that's like just reached the surface recently. And like I said, in Aries, Mercury retrograde really feels like it's bringing a lot of this up for us because it is in Libra and it is Libra season at the moment. So, you know, this is forcing us to take a good, long, hard look at our relationships and all of our relationships that we've had with business partners, with family, with co-workers, friends. But in particular, I'm feeling, because this is a love reading, it is about the people that you hold really, really dear to your heart. It's the people that you've loved. And I feel as though with Aquarius coming out, you've learned things. Wow, roots at the bottom of that. So I feel as though you've learned some things about the connections that you have with like soul connections, like literally connections that we have that span out over lifetime after lifetime after lifetime. And that's why I feel like that ninth house of faith is coming out, because it's sort of like that higher perspective, that higher learning, that mission-based understanding that what happened was exactly what was destined and meant to happen, and that in a way you were forced to make certain decisions and make certain choices and to go through certain experiences in order to restore your faith in spirit, and in order to... Oh, you can't see those cards. I don't know why. Did I zoom out? Nope. I don't know what I've done. Anyway. So, yeah. Sorry guys, I got a little bit distracted then. But yeah, I'm really loving this fourth house roots. Like, this is deep connections with people that literally feel like they are a part of your soul family. And with Aquarius coming out as well, Aquarius rules over like our friendship circles and like wider groups of people. And I feel as though like you have a large soul group, and that was something that was coming up as well, was the feeling of enemies. Like, literally people from your past that sort of didn't believe that you would make it to where you're going to go. I've written enemies showing up as born again regardless of the odds. So this feels as though some of you guys have had the odds against you. Some of you guys have been in relationships that have broken down, and then the people have really, really judged you. The people have really like kept you, like held you on a certain, like, I'm hearing the word pedestal, but I'm feeling it in more of like an infamous way. Like they've sort of placed you on this like negative pedestal that sort of says like you're this particular way, and that's like, you know, not on them. Which is really interesting, because I feel as though what's coming up is that, you know, you have fought through all of this. And the first thing I wrote was recovery. I wrote recovery, connected, truth, climbing the mountain and reaching the top. So I feel as though with that Mars coming out, you have forced yourself to climb a mountain, and that mountain has been faith, to restore the faith that you have within yourself. It says supported by God, coming into deep spiritual strength. You guys know, and that's with that Aquarius knowing, you know that you are endlessly supported by God, that your roots, and use whatever term for God that suits you guys. I mean, all names are welcome here. I have no preference. Like when I talk about God, I'm talking about the divine. I'm talking about spirit. I'm not saying like that it's just some dude up in the sky with a beard. No. So yeah, essentially, like, you guys are showing up as completely different, and people externally might not have been able to see this up until it feels as though the end of sort of October, as you're growing into this new version of yourself, as you are going through this recovery, because I feel like your recovery period is throughout this October Libra season, and then as you step into like Scorpio and Sagittarius season, you're going to be able to like step into more of you. So I even wrote hallelujah, like literally hallelujah, like it feels like a hallelujah, and that's that faith as well coming out, like faith in the divine, trust. Like it's that, I feel like to me the energy I get with just the word hallelujah is almost like hallelujah, like I'm actually hearing that song right now by Logic, where he's like hallelujah, praise God the Most High, like pretty much just that feeling of like finally it comes through, finally you understand why you were forced to go through all of these situations with shitty partners, shitty people, shitty things happening. Because it's creating the you that you're truly trying and that you want to become. So we also have fresh start. Your energy is like a drug, healing and healing. So you have got such a high vibe, attractive energy that I feel like people have sucked your life force from you before. Like literally with Mars force, I'm getting like you've been in relationships and partnerships that have sucked the life force out of you, and that's why you've had to restore your faith in the divine and in yourself. So this is really kind of awesome energy. Taurus, I feel as though you guys are going through like a big rebirth vibes. Ooh, my candle is looking pretty funny. Okay, I also feel like you guys might keep getting distracted kind of really quickly. Like you get distracted with your past at times. You get distracted with constantly needing to like think about people from your past, which is really interesting. I don't know why I'm getting that message, but for some of you guys, I feel like you do get distracted by your past a lot, and that's where you're needing to like focus more on your future, because I'm seeing this like Mars is pointing towards faith and having faith in the life that you're creating and trusting yourself. So what is this challenge for my beautiful Tauruses in the month of October? What is the challenge in love? The month of October, my beautiful Taurus babies. What's coming up? Spizza. Oh wow, we have wealth. How good's that? And deception at the bottom of the deck. So you guys are breaking through deceptive tendencies that you have with yourself, like when you sort of lie to yourself about the way you feel and you don't trust specific things, certain things. I feel as though that's that faith. Like you're starting to have faith in your ability to, what's the word? Like, oh look, it looks like she's got a halo around her head. But having faith in your ability to trust in the, like if you feel someone's being shady, like this is pretty much the energy of you finally trusting, okay, I know this person's being shady. So the challenge for you is wealth. So it's almost that feeling like you feel like you're not good enough. Like this feels as though, it's interesting because it's coming up in love, but it feels as though, well, oh, that's it. Because what's happened with love, what's come up for you throughout your past with love is this feeling of not feeling good enough. And that's where I feel like your relationships have literally affected your financial aspect. Like, and I just saw 1010 on the camera, so that's confirmation, and definitely confirmation that things need to change. And that this month you're going to be really focusing a lot on changing and like not deceiving yourself anymore about where your worth is tied up to your value and your wealth, and you know, it's all one big sort of thing. The way you feel about yourself internally is going to be expressed externally into this reality. So I feel as though you guys actually have this feeling as though, you know, because certain relationships didn't work out, because certain relationships told you that you were a certain way, or whatever you've picked up, it's caused you to deceive yourself to the point where your wealth has suffered. And that's why it's been a struggle. So what is the strength for Taurus in love this month? What is the strength? So you will have, it will be hard for you to sort of do that, all that, but it's also, you know, it's coming up for you to actually deal with. And so, wow, your strength is frustration. That's so interesting. So I feel like this is actually using, and because you have Mars as well, 4, so there's going to be a little bit of hot-headedness, a little bit of anger that comes up this month, a little bit of like, just, you know, there's some divine masculine energy that's coming through that is needing you to sift and sort through it. You know, the fact that frustration is coming out as a strength, wow, because then at the bottom of the deck we have self-respect in the reverse. So, you know, your anger is sacred, and what's coming up is that sacred anger, and that anger that you need to experience and feel in order to put you on the path towards your future. It's like knowing that the way you feel is extremely important, and it's creating your reality, essentially. And I feel like this frustration has been something that you've been stifling, lying to yourself about the fact that you don't have. You're frustrated. You're frustrated with this person. You're frustrated with this past experience. You're frustrated with your love life in general. You're frustrated with your love life affecting your finances. So, and you know, you're Taurus. Taurus can't be having low finances. It's not a good mix. I should know. I'm a Taurus moon. So, like, legit, when I don't have the coin to support the sort of lifestyle I want to live, I turn into an angry, frustrated mess. So, you know, this is needing to take a long, hard look at where you've been lying to yourself and ignoring the fact that you're being forced to move on. That you were forced to leave something behind, and that faith brought it to you. Faith made that happen. And it's happening because you are recovering. You need to have this recovery. So let's get a card now to sort of talk about your energy. Okay, straight up. We have Knight. Be brave and honest. That's that deception. And I just saw 1313 on the camera. So big synchronistic vibes with you guys. You have a lot of angels around you. There's a lot of change that needs to happen around you, and that is happening around you in love this month. And I feel like this is you giving yourself the nourishment and the care that you actually want and need. So I'm seeing those roses in the background as though like someone giving themselves roses, someone buying themselves flowers. You know, this is being brave and honest with yourself and with others about where you're frustrated, or where you've been deceptive in your past, or whether someone's been deceptive with you. This is owning up and speaking about it. This is not being afraid to speak up. Like with Mars force and frustration, it could cause frustration between you and someone else. It could cause a bit of an argument. Whatever. If it has to, it has to. Because it's important for you to speak up and be honest with yourself about how this is actually affecting your wealth. Very much so. This is affecting your physical reality. So that's really interesting. We're getting really interesting messages with you guys. So let's have a look at your person. I want you to think of a specific person, a particular person, whether you're with them now, whether you past, like wherever, whoever you want to think of. And we're going to have a look at their energy. So what is their energy in the month of October, please, Spirit? What is my beautiful Taurus person's energy regarding them in the month of October? We got 2 cards. This person wants to talk. Interesting. Spring. See your seeds grow. So Aries got that as well. There could definitely be an Aries correlation here, because we also have Mars, and Mars is ruled by Aries. Mars also rules Scorpio too, so there could be Aries Scorpio vibes. But essentially this is, like, I just want to mention with this see your seeds grow, this is those faith seeds. This is the seeds of faith that you've planted within yourself, because this is a restoration of faith. I feel like this month you're actually coming, maybe this is more so even like love between you and spirit. Like love between you and your guides, love between you and your angels, love for yourself. Because as much as we want to talk about like your love reading for October and love for someone else, what really matters is the way you feel about yourself. It's that self-love that you have within. And it's so important. So what I'm getting here, you have eagle, see from a higher perspective, and stag, trust and thrive. And the stag is that divine masculine energy. So this person feels as though they are most likely a divine masculine, but it's someone that is, I feel as though they're actually sort of, it feels as though your relationship with this person has activated them in finding their thriving. So the person that you're dealing with, I feel as though they might even possibly be a little bit more like put together than you currently are in their wealth sense. In their, like, you know, the word thrive, like to me, that's telling me that they have the money coming in, that they've got a stable foundation. But they're sort of seeing from a higher perspective that what they've built, I feel as though they've built it because they sort of built it on your back. And that's a really strange, really interesting message to get, but this is what I'm feeling. And I'm not going to deny that. So with deception coming out, this person, and like their cards came out on this deception. So I feel as though this person with these retrogrades, like if you're feeling this, they're feeling this too. Like we are connected to the people that we care about and that we think about. Like we can't pretend like thinking about someone or thinking about something does nothing. Our thoughts are vibrations. This is a vibrational world. So, you know, what we think and what we do affects the other. And I feel as though this is a soul contract with someone. And I feel as though this person is coming into the realization that they have built their thriving, that they have built their empire in a way, they've built their comfort off you. And I feel like you're being honest with yourself about the fact that, yes, this person did. And it's frustrating. You know, it's frustrating knowing that someone has come to their senses, that they're in the divine sort of divine masculine, or, you know, it could be divine feminine as well, but I'm getting that it's divine masculine coming into balance with themselves and finally seeing how powerful they are and finally seeing things from a higher perspective. And it's annoying because you know that you're the one that had to restore that faith and balance. So interesting messages. Let's get some tarot cards now because I've been blabbering on for a long time. So we're just going to get a couple of cards for you and how you're thinking and feeling and just what Spirit wants to talk about with you. Okay, yeah, you are not offering love. I feel as though you are not offering love to this person anymore. Like you're literally deciding to cut it. And you're putting your walls up. One more. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Six of Wands in the reverse. So I feel like this is you understanding that this person is not exactly your, you know, happiness. That, oh, I'm also getting the message once again that you are not feeling happy about the success of this person being on your back. The success of this person coming from essentially like screwing you over in a way, which is really interesting. But anyway, I feel as though you are coming up with the understanding that you can't offer this person love and that you need to move on to things that feel more passionate and creative and inspiring to you. So with this Ace of Cups in reverse, I feel as though it's maybe you offering this cup more to yourself than it is offering your cup to this person anymore, because you've continued to do this over and over again, and it has only caused you more and more frustration, and it's caused you a lack of self-respect, and like it's literally just deceived you about your sense of self-respect. Because I feel like, you know, the more you go back to someone, the more you sort of keep opening your heart for more and more pain, and that isn't self-respect, that isn't taking care of yourself, that isn't loving in yourself, that sort of comes from a feeling of lack. And so I feel like with the Seven of Wands as well, like this is you needing to protect yourself against the energy of this person, because this person can easily come in and persuade you. This person likes to sort of like, it's like their energy can be really quite manipulative and sort of convince you of certain things. And I feel as though this Knight of Wands is telling you to like be more assertive and more passionate in your sense of self, and to just go for what you want and go for what you're called to go for without needing anyone else's approval, first and foremost. I feel like this person has caused you to seek approval from them, and you are being forced to like get your own confidence, go your own way, run with your own ball. I don't know, I was just like literally seeing like a football game. So it's like taking that ball and scoring that try or that touchdown or whatever, and doing it on your own terms and not needing this person. It's just, this is really like I'm also feeling like you're going to be meditating and going within yourself to actually release this person quite a lot. So let's check out their energy really quickly. Let's get a couple of messages for their energy in the month of October. 9 of Wands at the bottom of the deck. So, you know, this is exhausting them as much as it's exhausting you, which is really interesting. And I also feel as though this person can have definitely struggled with your boundaries in the past. It's someone that you always take down your wall for. It's like the second they message you, the second you see them in your inbox, it's just like, boop, you go to water. And I feel as though this Mars and this frustration energy that's coming up is protection. It's divine protection telling you, my friend, you need to be way more discerning when it comes to this person. So their energy is the 7 of Cups in reverse with the 9 of Cups in reverse with the 5 of Wands in reverse. So that's that higher perspective thing I'm seeing. I'm seeing that, you know, they are realizing, I feel as though they're realizing, like with the 7 of Cups in reverse, that's that Mercury retrograde vibe. It's made them sort of go over their cups. It's made them go through those memories. Like I'm seeing those flowers as different memories, and her holding that crystal ball, and it's literally like those different flowers activate a different picture within that ball, and it's looking through and like going through it all and seeing like, where might I have come off as not divine? Like, where have I been toxic, and where has that actually, because I saw before, like when we were going through, I was writing out your messages, we had enemies, and these people, this person, it feels as though the person that this person is and who their like sort of their group is, they don't feel as though they're super duper supportive of you. It feels as though they're more so like, you know, they've wanted to sort of see you fail because they thought that what you did was a little bit too harsh, it was a little bit too intense. But what like Spirit is trying to like bring home to you is the fact that it wasn't. You had to go on your own journey. You had to fly off and like, you know, be your own brave and strong knight. You had to be your own knight. You literally had to be allegiant. Like we have knight and knight coming out. 2 knights. This is too much allegiance to this person. You are not allegiant to that person anymore. You had to learn how to do it. And so the way this person feels is though, you know, I feel as though they've lost the competition. They've lost the battle. I feel like they've come into their divine masculine. You have activated them to come into their divine masculine, and now they're sort of seeing from a higher perspective, hey, that actually really makes sense because, you know, this didn't work out. It didn't work out because I wasn't putting in the level of like time and love and commitment and just, you know, what a relationship requires. Because I also feel like this Knight of Wands, it's like an inability to commit. Neither of you were able to commit to each other the way that you deserved. And so I feel like Spirit came in and just said, phew, we're just going to cut the cords, we're just going to smash it, bring it up, smash it to pieces, because you know why. When I get this Aquarius I know card, I feel as though like you just intuitively, you know why this all had to happen. So let's get a little bit of advice between you and your love life and this person, just see what Spirit has to say. See, I don't really plan things too much, it's not the way I read. So, you know, I hope that you guys can follow along with me. But we've got a bunch coming out here. Okay, so we've got a little story for your advice. We have the Knight of Pentacles, the 10 of Pentacles in reverse, the 8 of Wands in reverse, the Knave of Wands, which is the Page of Wands, and the 3 of Pentacles. Okay, so essentially the advice that you're getting is to keep slowly working towards this legacy that you are building. And it's to keep slowly walking away from this relationship. I don't know why with you guys it's like such a clear message of needing to like leave this person behind in the dust. But essentially it's going to take time, it's going to move slowly, and it's not going to be like super duper easy, but it is what's going to bring you to your stability in the end. Because like the 10 of Pentacles is talking about money, and family, and just like having so much safety and so many resources, and just being like really well put together. And I feel as though you haven't been able to do that because you've been so caught up on this person, and now you're being asked by spirit to like focus so much on yourself that you start to move forward and, you know, kind of forget about this person. You know, not that you can just forget, but just move on from this person and see how they aren't so much for you. So the Eight of Wands in reverse with the Page of Wands and the Three of Pentacles. I feel as though your advice is to, you know, not communicate on a whim. Don't just sort of like get an idea and decide to like go out and communicate and message this person or anything like that. I feel as though Spirit really wants to keep you working with your guides, with your angels, with your higher self, with your intuition, and to keep like focusing on building what it is that you're currently building, because I feel like you are building something that isn't so much love related. It's more so to do with your money. It's more so to do with your wealth and like your legacy that you have in this earth. And I feel as though like your biggest advice is to just not sort of go out and jump into trying to talk to this person because Mercury retrograde is bringing it up and you feel like you need to like speak to them. Okay, so that is what I have for you, my beautiful Taurus loves. Let me know if this reading resonated with you. Let me know what is going on with you. You know, I'm here for anyone and everyone. You can chat to me about anything. Just hit me up in the comments. So yeah, if you guys want to book a personal reading with me, then you can do so at www.crystallinepriestess.com. You can go to the link in my bio to check that out. I have a bunch of different readings on there, and I'm also going to be offering natal birth chart readings very dang soon, which I'm super duper excited about. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up, a good old like, and subscribe to my channel because I will be uploading monthly love and general readings, so keep an eye out as well for your general reading. Hopefully it's not going to be this long. I'm going to try and cap it. I'm sorry, I just but anyway, yeah, check me out on Instagram as well because I love creating content over there, and I'm sort of there each and every single day. So if you want to keep like following along and getting not personal but general readings every day, then that is where to go, my beautiful Tauruses. So sending you guys all the love, light, and vibrance in the world. You guys will come out at the end of this month totally different than you feel at the beginning. So just allow all this crazy retrograde energy to let you be frustrated, but you know, feeling is healing. So feeling is healing. Let it out. Anyway, I love you so much, and I will see you guys in your general reading and in the next one. So much love to you, Taurus. Bye.